Durag Wisdom here, folks, and welcome to Y2K 19.03.29. A lot of important stuff came around this week. The fact that the Attorney General, Jail Barr, is refusing to release the Mueller report. Don't worry, we have the Democrats on our side in this case. Look, I just purchased a Kindle edition of the Mueller report, so I hope to get it. Of course, this week, the creep Trump thought he was innocent, thought he was vindicated. Of course, this is based on a 4-page summary, the Jail Barr report, and we're not getting the main part of it, at least not yet. Leave it up to Iron Man Adam Schiff. I could watch what he said to the GOP slime. Sorry about this. I keep making that same mistake. I mean Trumpist slime. Because the GOP, I keep telling you, is being held hostage. So I apologize for making that mistake. We don't have a GOP right now. More about that. We've talked about that before. We'll talk more about that another time. Iron Man Adam Schiff stuck it right to these creeps in the Judiciary Committee. Finally liberating this committee from the Trumpists, from Devin Nunes. He had to sit there silently and listen to Adam Schiff say how certain things just aren't acceptable. Certain illegal, corrupt things that this Trumpist has done, it's just not acceptable. And they tried to speak after he was done, and he said he wasn't going to yield the floor. It was like James Stewart out of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. All kinds of things are going on. And what's the most important thing to me to talk about today? The Game of Thrones. Can you imagine that, how stupid I am? The Game of Thrones. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for telling you that I invested in the Game of Thrones. I have, I think 6, I don't know how many seasons it's been on, but I have most of the seasons on Blu-ray, and the final seasons I have on this digital format, you know, the streaming format. I just buy a digital copy. I figured after George R.R. Martin decided he was going to screw us all by cutting the final season in half, I said to myself, oh, another David Chase who split The Sopranos in half at the end. Another Vincent Gilligan who split the final season of Breaking Bad in half. Another Matthew Weiner who worked for David Chase who split the final seasons of Mad Men in half. Whatever happened to the days when you'd watch a TV show, it had a season, a certain time of year, and what you have now is there's no TV seasons anymore. They premiere and they finalize shows anytime they want over the I almost said school year. I used to be a teacher. Over the year. If you're a young person, I wish that when I was young, I could have the ability to watch shows anytime I want, you know, time shift, record them. When I was a kid, you watched the show, it was on, and then you couldn't watch it until it was on in reruns. And there's also only one, basically, main TV season. The fall TV season that went into the spring. Not like it is today. Today it's chaos. So you could take a show like Game of Thrones and start it out in the way you're supposed to. Put it on the same time, 12 episodes, 12 little episodes. And in the old days, a TV series could have as many as 35 episodes. 12 little episodes, the same time every year. But then George R.R. Martin and HBO started to F with us. Decided to put it on different times over the year. And then they decided to carry this show on and on and on, splitting it in half. 7 or 8 episodes 2 years ago, and now 7, 8 episodes to conclude. I mean, I'm an old person now. What if I had dropped dead between last season's and this season's? But F George R.R. Martin, F HBO. I'm going to watch the show the way I've always watched these shows, and that's in marathon fashion. at my convenience. And what's going to happen is, and of course, full disclosure, I've invested in the show, I bought it, so I'm going to finish it off. But once finished, I'm never, just like I'm never going to purchase a David Chase series, I'm not going to purchase a Gilligan series, I'm not going to purchase a Wiener series, and I will never purchase a series sponsored by George R.R. Martin because of how they split the last seasons. So we have to buy an additional, if we have to, an additional last season. How cynical, how like the evil people on Game of Thrones, how like the Joffreys and the Ramsays, which Trump, by the way, reminds me of. Trump is like the Ramsay and the Joffrey. Hope he has their same luck. That's how they are. So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to watch the show my way, and this is how I do it. I'm going to wait until all the episodes are aired, wait a month, whatever it is I have to do. I'm going to buy the final digital copy off of the Roku Fandango like I've had before. I'll have the first few seasons in hard copy, the last 3 or 4 seasons in digital. If I decide to buy the entire season at once, it better be under $20. And I'm going to wait until all the thing is out, and then I'm going to watch it. I'm not going to watch it one episode at a time. They're not going to spoon feed me. I'm going to watch the entire season all at once, just like I did 2 years ago. This is how I'm going to handle the Game of Thrones. So now I have to go back to the political aspects of everything, ladies and gentlemen, and understand that the misery that we see in that Game of Thrones, that's kind of like the misery we're dealing with in our real lives.